Man, France might as well be the evil empire of football at this point. This is the super team of all super teams. What the hell did I just witness? That was the most merciless, brutal massacre I've seen since the Grizzlies washed OKC by 73 a couple years ago. Gibraltar got a call to United Nations or something. At least 7 players need to be locked up immediately on that French team. This shit was cruel. One of those players is Mbappe. That goal after the 80th minute was cool and all, but what the fuck was you even doing in the game anymore, you terrorist? They were up 11 and Mbappe out there just doing shit. This is just an evil mentality, bro. What's making it all worse is the fact that they were celebrating these goals like it was game winners or something. Just a team full of assholes. I can't even be mad, though. If I was one of them, I would be out there having the time of my life. There was literally a 42-year-old out there for Gibraltar at one point, so this deadass could have counted as elder abuse. I was praying with all my life for a Gibraltar goal so I could use this shit. It would have been the highlight of my day. They really ran up an American football score. If you told me this was a Jets Giants game, I would fully believe you because both of them ass. The Gibraltar defense finna be arrested as soon as they step off the plane back in their country. That one motherfucker had an own goal and a red card. They gonna give his ass the guillotine. France versus Gibraltar with 10 men is like the Lakers versus a team of disabled middle schoolers. Soon as that red card got whipped out with France already up by 3, I knew it was done up. They literally got like 35,000 people in that whole country, bro. Literally, I'm not even joking. That's half of Old Trafford, bro. You could fit their entire country in Stamford Bridge. That's crazy. Mbappe had 3 goals and 3 assists. This is like Kyrie pulling up to a nursing home and crossing all the old ladies out of their wheelchairs. Still only had a 9.9 rating somehow. Literally, what the fuck else does he have to do to get a 10? What do you even say in the locker room after this? They got to slide a camera in there or something. I really want to hear their manager's speech. Look at this shit. What is even going on here? I'm not convinced Gibraltar can make it in even the 6th division of English football. France was out there messing around like they was in practice. A bicycle kick and stoppage time of a double-digit blowout. He a dickhead. This is why people say that South American qualifiers are harder than European qualifiers. Because at least down there, you're mostly playing solid or better teams, and you rarely see real ass whoopings like these. In European qualifiers, you see this constantly. Not up to 14-0, but 6-0, 7-0, 8-1. There's occasionally the group that's tough top to bottom, but pretty often you see a top team in a group full of third world countries and they just steamroll all of them. That made the game even funnier though, because France kept celebrating like they weren't playing against players that probably didn't even remember they was on the national team till this morning. I'm 60% sure something about this is illegal. I'm gonna look through the UN rulebook later though. This definitely gotta be some sort of war crime. No way mustard gas is worse than this. The more time passes, the more absurdly overpowered France gets. You think they're at their best and then they add another random ass African. 2018, they win the World Cup. 2022, they lose the World Cup on penalties, and most of their current team is still young as fuck. To make it even worse, most of these young superstars are literally warming the bench. 22-year-old Saliba's legs be falling asleep on the French bench, and he's literally one of the best center backs in the world. 25-year-old Disasi, chilling on the bench. 25-year-old Koundé, chilling on the bench. 24-year-old Kolo Muani, chilling on the bench. Zaire Emery is 17. Mbappe is still 24. Upamecano is still 25. And that's just the players that are with the team right now. They don't have Nkunku, Tchouameni, and Camavinga right now because of injuries, and they're 26, 23, and 21 years old. We have many, many years of this nonsense left, bruh. The French bench alone will be contenders in every national tournament. Based on who consistently starts in important games and who the best players on the team are, a healthy French starting lineup would look something like Maignan at keeper, Upamecano, Konate, Theo Hernandez, and Klaus out back, Rabiot and Tchouameni in the midfield, and then Dembele, Griezmann, Mbappe, and Giroud attacking. You could argue that maybe Thuram starts now because he did today. I feel like in the actual game that France is taking seriously, they'd probably start Giroud over Thuram. You could probably make the same argument for Coman over Dembele, and that's actually who I would consistently start over Dembele. I'm not going to lie, but whatever. If you make a starting lineup out of the rest of the team, though, it's literally still a top team. You have Areola at keeper, Saliba, Disasi, Koundé, and Lucas Hernandez out back, Zaire Emery and Camavinga in the midfield, and then Kolo Muani, Nkunku, Coman, and Thuram attacking. The starters are obviously the better team, and they have less out-of-position players than the bench, but that bench actually still makes a lot of noise internationally. I don't get how Saliba is still warming the bench, by the way. Almost anyone with common sense would agree he's been a top 3 center back in the world so far this season. He should easily be starting, to be honest, and that's not even Arsenal bias. France is honestly just too much right now. Almost any other national team would be completely crippled with 3 players like Nkunku, Tchouameni, and Camavinga out. That should barely hurt France at all, though. I honestly think it's time we create some new limitations. Yeah, here are 6 ways FIFA can nerf France's stupidly OP international team. Number 1, any team outside the top 50 of FIFA's rankings gets to start the game 3 goals ahead. France will probably still win, but at least the third world countries will get to know what a lead feels like. Number 2, Mbappe is only allowed to play 45 minutes unless it's a knockout stage game. Pick a half, buddy. Number 3, once they have a 5-goal lead, they have to wear blindfolds for the rest of the game. That might even it up a little bit. Who knows? It's worth a shot. Number 4, any team outside the top 100 of FIFA's rankings gets to play the entire game with 15 men. Number 5, any foul committed by France is a penalty, no matter where it happens on the field. Number 6, every time Mbappe scores against a country with a population under 1 million, he has to give him $1 million. We know he don't play about his bread. Maybe he'll think twice about a halfway shot next time. A perfect example of how unserious this game was is Giroud scoring, then the goal getting disallowed, and Mbappe scoring anyway, literally right after. Just pure comedy. France are pretty easily the favorites to win the Euros. If we're being honest, they've probably been the favorites in every major competition since 2018. They fumbled bad at the Euros last time, but they're still easily favorites to win the 2024 ones. Portugal is perfect in the qualifiers too, but bro, look at their group. At least France got a somewhat competitive one. What the fuck is a Liechtenstein? Me personally, I'm just trying to see my boy Saliba out there getting buckets. He been boiling that bench, and I don't like that. See y'all later.